Have you ever wondered why some people become powerful and wealthy, yet you never hear about them? They don't flash their riches. They don't show off their success. They move quietly, strategically, and precisely like shadows in daylight. They live in silence but rule the game of money. Today we step into the mind of Niccolò Machiavelli, the philosopher of power, the architect of strategy, and the silent teacher of success. His ideas were never meant for everyone, only for those who dare to see the world as it truly is. In this video, we're going to uncover the 9 hidden rules of wealth, inspired by Machiavelli's secret philosophy. These are not motivational quotes or feel-good ideas. These are principles used by the powerful, those who play life like a chessboard, where every move counts and every silence means something. Before we begin, remember this truth. Wealth isn't just about money, it's about control, perception, and influence. The rich know that power lies in invisibility. When no one knows your next move, you can never be stopped. Now let's step into the shadows of strategy, beginning with the first 2 rules that define the foundation of silent wealth. Part 1. Rule 1. Control perception, control power. Machiavelli once said, "Men judge more by the eyes than by the intelligence." He understood that people don't see reality, they see appearances. The first rule of silent wealth is this: control what people see, never reveal what you truly are. In a world obsessed with showing off, the wise man stays hidden. The foolish announce their success. The strategic let others assume it. The more mysterious you are, the more powerful your image becomes. Don't tell people your next move. Let your silence become your language. Let your results whisper louder than any words. Look around. The quiet ones in the room often hold the most power. They speak less, but every word they say matters. They don't chase validation. They attract curiosity. That's how true wealth begins, not from showing, but from shaping perception. To build lasting wealth, you must understand people's desires and illusions. Control how they see you, and you control the flow of opportunities around you. Machiavelli taught that rulers must appear virtuous, even if their actions serve deeper strategies. In modern life, this means managing your brand, your image, and your silence. Think of the entrepreneurs who stay out of headlines yet control billion-dollar industries. They mastered invisibility. Their wealth is not on display. It's hidden in plain sight, moving quietly through influence networks and decisions. To get rich without anyone knowing, you must learn to become visible only when necessary and invisible when strategic. Appear simple when you're complex. Appear weak when you're strong. Appear ordinary when you're extraordinary, because the world cannot attack what it cannot see. When people underestimate you, they reveal their true colors. And when they think you're just another player, that's when you win the game. That's Machiavelli's first lesson in wealth. Never show all your cards. Make them wonder how deep your power runs. Part 2. Rule 2. Build wealth through strategy, not emotion. The second hidden rule of wealth is this: money follows strategy, not feelings. Machiavelli believed that the wise man makes decisions through logic, not impulse. He warned rulers to act with reason, not pity or passion, and this truth applies perfectly to building wealth today. Most people act out of emotion. They buy things to feel powerful. They chase trends to feel included. They spend to prove a point. But emotions are the enemy of wealth. Every rich mind knows this. The moment you react emotionally, you lose control. Machiavelli's philosophy teaches that fortune favors the disciplined. Every decision about money should serve a strategy, not a mood. Want to invest? Don't follow excitement, follow information. Want to grow a business? Don't chase validation, chase leverage. Want to save? Don't react to fear, respond to logic. Think of money as a tool, not a trophy. Tools are used. Trophies are shown. Those who use money like a tool build empires in silence. Those who flaunt it become targets of envy, imitation, or destruction. The emotionless approach doesn't mean you become cold, it means you become clear. When you remove emotion, you see the game of wealth as it is, a system of moves, timing, and power. Every silent rich person understands this. Emotion is noise, and noise destroys focus. While the world is distracted by luxury, They are focused on longevity. While others chase attention, they chase control. While others spend to impress, they invest to dominate. Machiavelli wrote that a wise ruler cannot keep his word when it is against his interest. This doesn't mean betrayal, it means adaptability. In wealth, flexibility is everything. You must adapt when markets shift, when people change, when opportunity appears in disguise. The emotional player reacts. The strategic player adjusts. To get rich silently, build a plan no one sees. Execute it when no one expects. Let your growth be invisible until it's undeniable. That's the essence of Machiavellian wealth. Strategy over impulse. Precision over passion, silence over noise. Part 3. Rule 3. Master the art of hidden influence. In the world Machiavelli described, power was never about who sat on the throne. It was about who whispered into the ear of the king. The third hidden rule of wealth is this: influence quietly, and you'll never have to command loudly. Most people chase visibility. They want recognition, praise, and attention. But Machiavelli understood that the strongest force in any kingdom was the one unseen. The advisor, the strategist, the invisible hand guiding decisions without ever taking credit. In modern life, this translates to influence, the ability to shape outcomes without being noticed. Real wealth grows from networks, not noise. The powerful don't need to brag about who they know. They move through circles where one conversation can open 1,000 doors. They build alliances that appear casual, yet are deeply calculated. They help others succeed, quietly building invisible debts, favors that can be called upon when needed. You must learn to make people believe your goals align with theirs, even when they don't. Let them think they're leading, while you are gently steering. Machiavelli called this the appearance of cooperation with the reality of control. Build your influence in layers. Start with credibility. Deliver value before you speak of worth. Then build trust, make others feel safe in your presence. And finally, guide subtly, never demand, only suggest. The silent rich understand this perfectly. Power shouted is power lost. Influence whispered is control gained. They use charm as a weapon, kindness as camouflage, and timing as a crown. Machiavelli's advice was simple: never compete with those in power. Make them rely on you. In your world, that means don't fight for the spotlight. Own the stage's lighting. Don't try to be the loudest, control what gets amplified. The quietest move can change everything if placed with precision. That is hidden influence, and a form of wealth no one can steal, because no one can see it. Part 4. Rule 4. Build an empire of loyalty, not attention. The fourth hidden rule of Machiavellian wealth: invest in loyalty, not applause. Applause fades, but loyalty multiplies. Machiavelli warned leaders that popularity is fragile. People love you today, betray you tomorrow. True stability, he said, comes not from being loved or feared, but from being needed. That is how you must build your empire. Make yourself essential, not impressive. When you're building wealth, stop trying to please everyone. Attention is addictive but empty. It doesn't build power. It builds dependence. Instead, focus on relationships rooted in mutual benefit. Find people whose growth connects with yours, and protect that connection. Loyalty is not given. It's earned through consistency, trust, and silent strength. The rich who survive every storm aren't surrounded by fans. They're surrounded by loyal allies who gain by their rise and fall by their fall. To create loyalty, you must understand two things. People follow security and opportunity. Provide both and they will never turn against you. Give them purpose and they will protect yours. In business, in life, in wealth, loyalty is the invisible foundation of every empire. The silent rich know this. They don't seek millions of followers, they cultivate a handful of believers. Because one loyal ally is worth more than 100 admirers. So when you rise, rise quietly, but make sure those around you are chosen with precision. Don't build with those who only clap. Build with those who construct. Don't tell everyone your plans. Share them only with those who can defend them. Machiavelli believed that alliances should be strategic, not sentimental. And in wealth, this is law. Your success will be defined not by how many see you win, but by how many stand beside you when no one's watching. That is the art of loyalty. Silent, strong, and priceless. Part 5. Rule 5. Protect your secrets like a kingdom. The fifth hidden rule is one Machiavelli lived by. Never reveal your full strategy. Your silence is your fortress. Your mystery is your armor. He wrote that a ruler must keep his intentions hidden, for once they are exposed, enemies can strike with precision. The same is true in modern wealth. The more people know your methods, the easier it is to block your path. You must protect your financial moves, your ideas and your ambitions with discipline, not because you're afraid, but because power thrives in secrecy. When everyone knows your plan, they can predict you. When no one knows your plan, they must react to you. That's how silent wealth is built, not in open display, but behind layers of subtlety. Never share your long-term vision with short-term thinkers. Never reveal your next investment before it's complete. Never let envy know where your foundation lies. The rich don't announce their next move. They execute it and let others wonder how it happened. Their growth is quiet because they understand noise attracts weakness, while silence attracts power. Machiavelli advised leaders to use deception not as cruelty, but as protection. In today's world, this means privacy is not secrecy. It's strategy. Keep your ambitions guarded. Let others believe they understand you while knowing they never truly do. Your ideas are currency. Protect them like gold. Your silence is leverage. Use it like armor. Your unpredictability is power. Wield it like a weapon. So when they ask how you did it, smile and say, just luck. That's the Machiavellian answer, because luck, in truth, is just strategy they didn't see coming. Every silent empire begins with this rule. The less they know, the safer your wealth. Protect your plans, your peace, and your path. Let your mystery become your defense and your silence become your crown. Part 6. Rule 6. Turn enemies into energy. Machiavelli understood that opposition is inevitable. The moment you rise, someone will resist you. The moment you shine, someone will try to dim your light. That is the natural law of power. But here lies the sixth hidden rule of wealth. Don't fight your enemies, use them. Every enemy gives you something: attention, motivation, or information. Those who speak against you reveal more than they know. They show you who fears you, who envies you, and who secretly wants what you have. Instead of anger, Machiavelli advised rulers to watch, listen, and learn. In modern life, this means your critics are your compass. They point toward the areas of your greatest impact. When someone tries to block you, they're confirming that you're moving in the right direction. Your job is not to silence them. Your job is to turn their resistance into your refinement. Let every insult sharpen your focus. Let every doubt harden your discipline. When people oppose you, they are unknowingly fueling your growth. Machiavelli said that a wise ruler uses enemies to strengthen his kingdom by studying their tactics, anticipating their moves, and adapting before attack. In wealth, the same applies. A failed business deal teaches you more than a successful one. A jealous competitor shows you your true position in the market. An envious friend reveals what you've achieved that they could not. You must see through emotion and into opportunity. Your enemies are your free teachers. They expose your weaknesses so you can fortify them. They test your patience so you can master it. They doubt your plan so you can prove it in silence. The rich who last for decades don't destroy their rivals. They outlast them. They stay calm, strategic, invisible. They understand that reacting gives power away. So the next time someone underestimates you, thank them silently. They just gave you energy to move one level higher. Because Machiavelli's true wisdom was this: the game of power is not about crushing others, and it's about outthinking them. Part 7. Rule 7. Use timing as your greatest weapon. In Machiavelli's eyes, fortune was like a river, unpredictable, dangerous yet conquerable by the prepared. He wrote that those who act at the right time, with the right precision, can command even fate itself. Thus, the seventh hidden rule of wealth: timing is everything. The difference between success and failure often lies not in talent but in timing. The silent rich understand this deeply. They move only when conditions align, and they wait when the world is noisy. They are patient predators in a field of impulsive hunters. Machiavelli warned that most people fail because they rush. They mistake speed for strength. But power grows in silence and success blooms in patience. When others are chasing trends, the strategic are observing patterns. When others are reacting to chaos, the wise are waiting for opportunity to mature. You must learn the rhythm of your own timing. There are moments to strike, moments to hold, and moments to vanish. Every master of wealth knows that waiting is not weakness. It's weaponized discipline. Look at the greatest investors, thinkers, and creators. Their magic lies not just in what they do, but when they do it. They act with purpose, never panic. Machiavelli would call this the art of controlled aggression, knowing when to move with force and when to remain still as stone. Don't rush your success. Prepare for it. Train in silence, build quietly, and let the world think you've stopped until the perfect moment arrives. Then strike once with precision so clean that people call it luck. But remember, luck is just timing seen through the eyes of the unprepared. To get rich without anyone knowing, you must learn to synchronize your actions with opportunity, not emotion. That is the Machiavellian rhythm of wealth. Slow in preparation, sudden in execution. The ending, the silent empire. You have now learned the 7 most powerful laws from Machiavelli's secret philosophy of wealth. To recap: control perception, act through strategy, influence quietly, build loyalty, protect your secrets, use your enemies, and master timing. But all of these rules lead to one greater truth and the creation of your silent empire. Machiavelli taught that power belongs not to those who scream for it, but to those who prepare for it in silence. Real success does not need validation. It does not need applause. It needs mastery over yourself, your emotions, and your environment. The silent rich don't chase trends. They create them. They don't show off their power. They shape the world with it. They live in stillness but move with precision. Every step calculated, every silence meaningful. And while others spend their energy trying to look successful, the silent few become successful, invisibly, strategically, completely. That is the essence of Machiavellian wealth. Because in the end, wealth is not measured by what others see. It's measured by what only you control. It's not about fame, it's about freedom. Not about noise, about dominance. Not about showing the crown, but owning the kingdom. So move quietly, think deeply, act strategically. Let your results make the noise that your mouth never has to. Become the one no one notices until it's too late. The invisible winner, the unseen architect of your own empire. Machiavelli would remind you, the wise man does at once what the fool does finally. So begin now, build in silence, rise unseen, and one day, when they finally notice your success, they'll wonder how it happened, not realizing you built it brick by brick, in the shadows, guided by timeless strategy. Because true power does not announce itself, it simply arrives.